Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Destiny 2 weekly reset video. My name is Story and today is November 26th, which means we're running up until the 3rd of December. Can you believe it's Christmas? Christmas is getting closer, the goose is getting fatter and all that kind of biz. Anyway, what have we got to do in Destiny 2 this week? Shall we have a look? Go on then. You've twisted my arm. This is the tower map. If you're new to the game, welcome. The reason why we're looking at this map is because this map has a plethora of vendors. Look at this. These are all vendors and people that you might want to go and visit for very specific reasons. The reasons are loot. We love loot in this game. We want loot. We want all the things. We want the shinies. We want the powerfuls. We want everything. So the reason why you're interested in vendors is because they most often award loot. Whether that's going to be any good or not remains to be answered, but let's have a look at, for example, at spare parts. Complete bounties for the gunsmith, the weekly challenge. Complete gunsmith bounties, 8 of those, and you'll get some powerful gear at tier 1. Okay, so it's just a case of having a sniff around all the vendors. For example, there's Crucible, look, the PvP element, complete 8 bounties in PvP, and you'll get yourself some powerful loot. We've got clan rewards. If you happen to be a member of a clan, go out there and earn 5,000 XP doing all the things, anything, and you'll get some tier 2 powerful loot. And then there's the Drifter there, for example. Powerful gear tier 1 for doing 8 of his bounties. So that's the aim of the game. Go and visit these people, grab the things, do the things, and accept the things. That's basically what we're at. So the other thing that we need to look at is the destinations and the playlists. We will start off with Vanguard, because that's one of your favourites, isn't it? And we've got daily heroic story missions right there. That's just for replayability. You don't really get anything from that apart from XP. However, Vanguard Strikes, the weekly is complete Vanguard bounties during the week. 3 of those will get you tier 1 powerful gear. Then we're going to step it up quite a fair notch. The Nightfall, the Ordeal. This is the stuff. This is the Vanguard stuff that you want to be dedicating yourself to, because there is a lot of stuff to be gained from this as a playlist. For example, the weekly, complete the Nightfall. Do it many times. The higher difficulties grant the most efficient progress, and you'll get some powerful gear at tier 1. And then weekly, complete Nightfall, the Ordeal with the team score above 100,000 points. 100,000. That is, for Pinnacle Gear. Pinnacle Gear is the highest drop that you can possibly get. Very incremental and very temperamental, but it is the highest stuff. Now, there are various sets of difficulty with the Ordeal. You've got Adept, Hero, Legend, and Master. Yes, Master, say it with me. Adept, matchmaking on. Hero, matchmaking on. Legend, matchmaking off. Master, matchmaking off. And you'll get various rewards from different levels. Exotic gear can be rare or it can be common, depending on the difficulty level. But that is the stuff. The strike for the Ordeal this week is the Inverted Spire. So have some fun with that, and hopefully you will get the things that you're after. Then we've got our normal Nightfalls, the strike lists here. There's 3 to choose from. This week we've got the Pyramidion, the Arms Dealer, and the Scarlet Keep. What's so special about these strikes? Well, each strike has a piece of specific loot that you can grind for. For example, Pyramidion has the Silicon Neuroma Sniper Rifle. If you're after that, then that is the strike that you would grind. You may not get it on the first run, the second run, the third run, or the 4th, or the 5th, or the 6th, or the 7th, but by the time you've done it that many times, you should get one at some point. So there's no set amount, and you could be starved, you could be showered. It's just the way that it goes. The Arms Dealer will get you the Tilt Fuse, Exotic Sparrow. If you're lucky enough on the Scarlet Keep, we don't know. This is just classified as unknown. We don't know what the specific loot is for this strike, if there even is any. So there you go. That is the Vanguard playlist. So now we shall move on to Gambit. Gambit has a cooperative reckoning here. That comes in 3 tiers, all at 750 recommended par. And the modifier this week is Arc Singe and Grenadier. Now you can do that in a team of 4, and you can get various bits of loot from the old season of the Drifter. And then we've got Gambit. We've got Gambit Vanilla and Gambit Deluxe, or Fancy Gambit, as I see that it's called. And 3 matches of any of these spread across these 2 playlists will get you some powerful gear at tier 2. There is private matches, so if you want to have some fun grabbing hold of your nan and your family friends and all that kind of business, then there is the place that you would go. Then we'll have a look at Crucible, the PvP playlist. We have two types of modes here. We've got rotary modes and then we have core modes. Now the rotary modes are at the top here, rotator matches rather. We can get powerful gear tier 1 for completing 4 rotator matches. So rotator this week is Team Scorched, Crucible Labs Elimination, and we've got Showdown. That is the stuff. Iron Banner is also included in the rotator matches. So there we've got this 3 here. And Iron Banner, because it's back for the last time in Season 8. So there we go. Iron Banner there. These 3, that is your rotator. The core playlists consist of Rumble, which is a free-for-all. Control, which is 6v6. And then there is Survival and Freelance Survival. These are the more competitive game modes, 3v3. And then there's private matches where you get precisely nothing. And then there's Classic Match, which claims to prefer connection. Anyway, you get some powerful loot for completing your core matches, 4 games of that for your tier 1 stuff. Then there's a flashpoint. What's a flashpoint? Well, it's about completing things. And the flashpoint this week is on the Tangled Shore. So if you complete public events and loot lost sectors, you will get progress. You can check your progress by hovering over this vendor here, which happens to be Spider. Activities completed right there. And once that's done, you'll get some powerful gear at tier 1. Nice. Over on Mars, there is still the Escalation Protocol. It is one of those events that you can grind out for a specific weapon, and that specific weapon this week is the SMG. So if you're still wanting to add that to your collection, this is the week that you'd want to do it. How about the Dreaming City? We've got the Ascendant Challenge this week, is the Bay of Drowned Wishes. So you travel to there, and there it is. Don't forget to pick up the bounties from Petra first, otherwise you won't be able to go and do Bay of Drowned Wishes. That's the way that it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Dreaming City Curse Week is week 1. So it's starting all over again for your love, pain, and amusement. Okay then, what else have we got to look at? Well, we're going to have a little shufty on over to one of our favourite vendors. I do this because there are some pertinent bounties we should be checking, and of course, some modifiers. If you are unhappy with this selection of modifiers this week, a Scout Rifle Scavenger and Targeting Adjuster, wait 24 hours and these 2 will change. One happens to be for armor, the other happens to be for weapons. Then we've got some bounties that I would suggest you pick up because you can get upgrade modules so you can infuse your gear. And you can also get some mod components and enhancement cores, which are very handy indeed because you can trade those in for enhancement prisms, for also upgrading your gear, and then Ascendant Shards, which is for masterworking your gear. Nice, isn't it? That's the way that goes. Now, we're going to head on over to our Leviathan raid and have a look at the armor, because it's good stuff, apparently. I'll see you there. Benedict 99 WD40, here he is. The armor this week is the normal Leviathan helmet, the Eater of Worlds gauntlets, the Eater of Worlds chest piece, the Spire of Stars boot, the Prestige class item, and its stared back. Leviathan raid. The order of the raid this week happens to be dogs, then it is gauntlets, then it is baths, and then of course callus. Now there is another vendor that will allow you to have this stuff, bearing in mind you do have to complete the Leviathan and then cash in your tokens that you would earn in order to buy this stuff. Sometimes the rolls can be quite decent on this armor, but we're going to go and check out the other vendor because he does sell other things. He's over on Nessus. If we go to Watcher's Grave, I'll meet you there in just a spicy moment. Werner, here he is. This week he's got the Prestige Leviathan helmet, Spire of Stars gauntlets, Eater of Worlds chest piece, normal Leviathan boots, and the class item for Eater of Worlds, and Midnight Coup, the old favourite Rampage Outlaw hand cannon, ever so nicely. And then we'll wrap up the video now by having a look at the Eververse store. Here it is. This week we've got some stuff. It's on offer right here. We've got Guitar Solo, Throw Them, the Fender Stratocaster, that looks like, or somewhere near enough. There's a little amplifier, and he's doing his thing right there. 3 knobs. Nice. There it is. We've got Augury of Snakes, ornament for the Bad Omens. We've got 4 Degrees of Separation. That's the divinity-themed sparrow. I kind of want that. And then there's the Quality Cut. Look at this. Very exotic ship there. And then there's the Scarlet Swarm Shell. That is Speed Demon and Banshee's favourite with a random mod on top of that, and then you can get your nostalgic engrams for Bright Dusk exclusively. We've got Iridescent Cold, Chitin Slate, Harpist Crow, Transmat Effect, the invasive species Sparrow, and the Great White Weapon Ornament for your Hammerhead. The seasonal stuff is right here. You can have a look at that. It's been there for quite some time, but it will be going. It says items may become unavailable for purchase after the season ends, so we've got another week or two left. Right there, there's the archive of past stuff from seasons that's still available, as well as Bright Dust. If you've got any Bright Dust left, you can have the Give Dap, Don't Leave Me Hanging emote there. Yeah. And then there's the Jotun. And then there's the Star Map Shell. That's old, blimey. This ship here from Warmind, this is like a blast from the past. Then there's the Plunderer Weapon Ornament for the Pillager, and then the Empyrean Cartographer Cloak for the Hunter, as well as a Crota's Bane Projection. We've also got some boons, the Polished Seastone Shader. That's a tongue twister and a half. Unique, New York, unique. Try that one fast, it's really difficult. Nightmare Emergent, Transmat Effect, Cade's Duds. That was an exclusive shader, if I remember correctly. Oh, where's my stuff gone? It's disappeared. Cade's Duds, and then there's the Reef Oracle Transmat Effect, as well as the Corrupt Ether Transmat Effect. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all of your things for this weekly reset. Have an absolutely fantastic week in Destiny 2. I hope you get all the things that you're grinding for, and you have a lovely time with your family and friends. Don't forget to take care of each other as well as yourself. In the meantime, smoke me a kipper. We'll be back for breakfast.